Alright, so just a minute.
Excuse me, one quarter. You didn't return my body.
I was over there just So, first thing I'm going to talk about today, guys, I have the missing assignment report from Unit 1. I know I said I wasn't going to reopen all the assignments, but I'm going to give everybody till Friday because my Infinite Campus looks terrible right now. It's nothing but red. So I'm going to give everybody till Friday. If you have a Unit 1 assignment that is still due, that you've done, or you just haven't turned it in, you have until Friday. That includes a regrade on the binder, a regrade on the project. Some of y'all, I put zeros because y'all didn't follow directions on the binder check. I said hole punch it, put it in the rings, and have it in order. If I had to hunt more than 3 papers down, I just gave you the 0. Because I took so much time, y'all can still see the amount of binders I have on my desk. I can't do it all. But y'all have to follow explicit details, guys. I even put the table of contents right there in Canvas, so we can all go through and see it. It's all in order. That was the exact order I wanted it. It was all right there. So if you got a bad grade, you have an opportunity until Friday to get it back to me and have it fixed. In the meantime, we're going to keep it moving. Who was not here yesterday? Just you, Shania? Okay. I'll get you the code vocabulary in just a second. We're going to do 2 things today to warm us up to the new unit. So our new standard coming in, I got it written on the board and right over here. Evaluate how the physical and human characteristics of places and regions are connected to human identities and cultures. That can mean a variety of things. Culture can be a religion, what you eat, things like that, how you live on a day-to-day basis. So I want y'all to all take out the code vocabulary. That's going to be the first part. I'm going to give y'all about 10-15 minutes. Work with your partner. Work with your table mates, your corner partner, whatever you want to call it. Yesterday, yes, sir. Shaughnessy, you can work right here with these 2. Jaden, you can work with Rebecca right there. That way everybody else works. Zacchaeus, if you want to work with Shania, but I'm going to call out your names for the papers. This is how I'm going to take roll today, so if you don't get your paper, I'm going to assume you're absent. And I'll pass out the binders to those that I've graded. But please take this serious. We should not be failing this class. The work is fairly easy. Jaden Butcher. But the first thing we're going to work about 10-15 minutes on the code vocab. Let me get you a picture. When I call your name, just come get your paper real fast. Cheyenne, TJ. Jaden Jackson, Ian Mason, an extra what? Well, it's probably Billy's. Get to him. Rebecca, Ruby, Shania.
That's your pencil, right? I just told it to you.
Billy.
It's it. That's because you gave it. Yeah. No, I mean, you gave that. And I took one. I said, that's yours.
I want y'all working with your partners. There should be no headphones on right now. I want you discussing with your partner why you wrote the definition you wrote. Why? What sentence you used? Jeremiah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. She won't even give me that pencil though, 'cause I can't use it.
Zacchaeus,
Okay, where's the pencil?
Jeremiah,
Mr. B.
When last time you gave us this name?
Mr. B.
you got what?
You call me?
You just turned everything in. You and Dari turned everything in. Oh, look at you, buddy.
You lying. Because as soon as I get you something, you're gonna be hungry back for more.
Oh,
But I do need to redo my binder.
that's fine. I'll let you do it. Well, hold on. Okay, I got it. Just put up for a little fall. I'm gonna pass those out in just a
More
second.
less time.
So look,
So hey, the second piece of paper I'm gonna pass out is a map of the world. Now remember last week I asked y'all if y'all knew what the 7 continents and 5 major oceans were? And a lot of us were kind of confused. Well, as we're talking about the culture, I want y'all to know where everything is. So when I start describing how things flow throughout, how the Chinese brought their culture over here, when we talk about Chinatown in New York and various cultures in Chicago, I want y'all to see where on the map they came from. So all the Asian stuff that came over, people from South America that come up. So I'm gonna pass these out as well. When you get done with the code vocabulary, you can go ahead and get started on these. Because when everybody's done with that, we'll write it on the board here. We'll fill them in. And then we'll do the vocab over here. Both of these papers, I want first thing when y'all walk in tomorrow. I was gonna take them today, but I still got the mountain of binders over there.
Mr. B,
Yes, sir.
so, on my thing, you said, you started to work on another shit. How am I supposed to make up for that, another shit?
Turn in your notebook correctly, and I'll fix it. Dari. This Rivera. You okay? You wanna wake up? Why don't you stand up for a second? So everybody got a map? Did y'all pass them out? Did you pass them out? Hey, you pass them this way. You pass them out? Oh, that's
Why you got two? I did you cheat.
Jay, you got my pencil. Jay, you got my pencil. Jay, you got my pencil. You got it from over there? Yes, you did. I'm capping. Yes, you did. Oh, one. Huh?
Put it in your right hand.
It didn't kick in.
Hold it down with your arm like this. Are you ready?
Huh?
And then hold it down with your arm like this. Hold it down with your hand. Are you ready? Like, hold it, you're ready. Wait, so I'm gonna take out the hand. You gotta have your hand.
But they're all not religious either. Or regions.
Mid Pennsylvania.
What did it say? Yes, sir. No. I want the 7 continents on that one and the 5 oceans. Which one? The code vocab? The vocabulary one?
Why you walking up there? See, y'all gonna have to fight Jay.
actually. Will you pick that up? And when I call your name out, make sure you come get your binder. Jeremiah, make sure you do your binder correctly, buddy. Tiana.
I can hear the legs.
If it was too much for me to get through, I didn't look at that either. Rock.
See? I know what I'm doing. Just because you're a sophomore. doesn't mean-
Valeria. Caius. Was this Christian? Juvie. Oh, Jada. DJ. Sorry. Hey, that's not what we're talking about today. Cedric. Rashad. Nate Jackson.
I want to see that play, boy. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
Ian, I want to hear better discussions about world geography, not about whatever's going on here. Okay, I get it back to Scotty.
We talk.
Alright, so I guess we're ready to start writing definitions up here.
No. No, sir.
I don't hear you talking about world geography, a lot of nonsense back there.
I need a whole bunch.
She over there asking me why I
Going on my
do
desk.
that.
Scotty, you got a definition you wanna write?
Yeah.
Chandler, write a definition, buddy. There should be 11 words to one to do. This one, for yesterday and today's code, whatever. DJ. Barack. Okay.
I ain't got no ticket. Give me half of it. Hey, give me a piece. Give me a piece. Next one in here, Mr. B. Mr. B. Let my twin in. I'm doing Austin that pen. I'm doing that. Let my twin in, Mr. B. No, I'm not. That's why I'm trying to definition over here. He said just that. After they got called, they searched about it. They
No, you're not, bro. Can you tell this man the definition don't go right here in the third don't go right here?
So if I put Christianity right here, why would I put it in DJ? I'm gonna put the definition right
It
here.
doesn't matter where you write the definition. It doesn't matter where you write the definition. Make sure you just write the word.
Yeah, I act like
And the
that.
definition, right?
We can start writing it up there, Mr. B.
We'll just I want to give everybody a little time to do that one. But if you and your partners are not up there right now, make sure y'all are talking about the map. Good news, Trey? Make sure we're not duplicating our words. Actually, erase our words early. Jeremiah, you got one?
Yeah, it's in my book bag. You get all of it. Oh, my fault. I meant to get you.
You got one, Rebecca? You do one, Shania? You do one? You got one, Zakai?
Oh, you got it? Oh, you get the red one.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to take Robin's. Glad you reminded me.
You have the right on the road. You could have just wrote it as new.
Yeah, and now later.
I'm glad. I think I get some chill. You great. See, y'all a big one.
Yeah,
You call that a bully?
I'm gonna take them out tomorrow. I still got all these binders right now.
I could really actually show her movie.
Tim Lewis, you gonna write another one?
No, sir, I'm fine.
Sure.
You can follow.
We got a lot to talk about over there. It's not world geography today.
You distracted, but you got it.
Anyway, you trying to bully kids today, man? Come on. Alright, we're missing 3, Challenger. Yeah, there should be one somewhere like this. Does anybody grab my whole foot?
I got one.
Rock that.
Sorry, what?
Daria, you'll do one? Need another one? There's only 3 left.
Which one? Yes,
We just put that pad, you just do some.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of. Just a second.
Of course, you gotta do it.
You think I can see that?
You can't do the worst thing.
Alright, just gotta do one more for you. Sean, just do one more for you. You got gender roles, ethnic group, or cultural diversity? Okay, please. What? DJ, you'll do one more for me? Gender roles, gender roles. You have cultural diversity? Find it real fast. Okay. So who did cultural get hers? Who did this one right here? Got it? Do that one. Place of origin of a cultural tree. I got way to look at it.
She played running back, not right.
Hey! Chandler, do me a favor, buddy. Just come up here. Right in the front. So I can keep an eye on you, make sure you're watching the board. Let's go, Vidal. Come on, Chandler. I don't think your wrestling coach would appreciate all the way you act sometimes. All the missing assignments you got. If I send him that report, he'd be really upset.
I thought you were the wrestling coach.
Headed out to it. That's why you're not the quarterback.
I ain't gonna start this. Then I'm gonna say his spot. He gonna lead the team. That was Eddie Green supposed to be playing that shit?
Oh, I wanna flip this shit so bad.
Everybody gonna probably get back on
Who did Islam? Can you give me a little more?
Hey, Billy. You gonna get the defense next year? You stand running back.
Give me just a smidge more, tell me a little bit more about it. Yes, right on.
Really, Mr. B.
Yes.
Mr. B, why you over exaggerated?
I didn't know it was over. That's just how I felt about it. The work that you could be giving me, Scotty, and the work that I got, that's why I wrote terrible.
You still. Your phone finna blow up. It's on 24 minutes or 25.
In the meantime, make sure you were writing down these definitions. I'm gonna go over for just a brief second. Make sure you're also filling out your world map. I messed up when I was putting my little picture. I forgot to put one of the comments down here. We'll work through that.
Scotty, come on.
No, that's all of them. We're good.
You estimate Scotty with all of.
So gender roles, the process of two cultures, a person group adapts several aspects. Yeah, give or take. Can you give me an example of gender roles? So throughout society, throughout time, growing up, in many cultures, they have gender roles. So like with the Indians, like the Native Americans, the men used to go out and hunt. A lot of the women used to stay back and take care of the home. Some of them would even farm. But everybody knew their role. Most men did all the same things, all the women did all the same things. Like in the 50s in America, where we lived, the men would go out and work, the women would stay home, clean and cook and all that other stuff. But as society has blossomed, it's been a lot different. Now both genders work. They both go out. They can, I know some dads that stay at home while the mom works. Could I get that lucky and have a job like that one day? I hope so. Get to sit at home, play my video games all day. I think that'd be really cool. Really cool. Publishers. If you got your cell phone, turn it off. I heard it. Buddhism, define enlightenment, and what does that say? And your inner self. I think that's a philosophy that's part of it. As we get a little deeper though, does anybody see any of those big Buddha stomachs and stuff? You know, they say there's two different Buddhas. There's a skinny Buddha and a big Buddha. But I've never seen the skinny Buddha. So. An ethnic group, a population made up of people who share common descent. It's not bad. That's a good one. Cultural hearth, the place of origin of a cultural trait. Not bad. The place of origin of a cultural trait. I'd like a little more on that one, but that's actually one of the first things we're going to talk about in the PowerPoints tomorrow, so I'll save the spiel for that one. Christianity, the religion based on the person and the teaching of Jesus of Nazareth. Okay, click that one.
Yeah, that was me.
Cultural diversity, the quality of diverse or different cultures as opposed to monoculture. Is that what it is? I think that's what this is. Monoculture. Okay. The United States is culturally diverse. They call us a melting pot because so many people from various places will all come. And we all just melt together. We're one of the only societies where a white person can marry an Islamic person, African Americans can marry white people, Mexicans can marry black people. It all just blends together. We're a culturally diverse place. Judaism, the monotheistic religion of the Jewish people. Rock, you wrote that one. Didn't you? Who wrote Judaism? Can you tell me a little bit more about Judaism? I want to hear from you what you think it is, not what I think it is. I'll give you a second to look and think about it. We'll talk about it. Cultural diffusion, a spread of cultural beliefs, ideas, and traditions from one group to another. I like that one. That's a good one. How many of y'all have ever gone to stay at your grandma's house and she's got you doing weird, funky things? My grandma, the way she used to cook, I'd like to watch her sometimes. And she'd go to make flour tortillas or something. She'd have one of those little stone round pots and she'd be spinning on it the whole time. On my dad's side, my grandma, like his mom, she would make red beans and she had this big old bowl that she would cook it in. But she'd sit there for hours stirring it. And everybody would always say, oh, Elenita, your red beans are the best. And they were. But nobody else takes the time out to do those little things and make it like that. Now people find easier ways to do things, more efficient. But even like some of the clothes that people wear, Some of y'all's grandmas might have a certain style, but that's just what they grew up doing. And I'm sure y'all all tried to put that on y'all, dress y'all a certain way growing up. And now y'all have y'all's own certain style. I mean, when I was little, my dad put me in a collared shirt and pants every day, and I couldn't stand it. So when I was in high school, all I ever wanted to do was wear shorts and a t-shirt. And kind of, oh, maybe my dad was right. Looking back at it, you do want to look presentable, but I'm wearing my wrestling t-shirt today, so. No?
It's the oldest Abraham Reed.
Okay. Hinduism is a religious or universal way of life by which people live. Who did Hinduism? Look up a little more about it. And then some. What is Hinduism? Islam is a religion of Muslims. A monotheistic faith regarded through Muhammad. Okay. It's not bad. Acculturation, assimilation to a different culture, typically the dominant one. Okay. I can see that. So in my household, I'm Catholic, and my fiance, she is a Methodist. But I tend to go to church more than her. She usually goes with her dad like 2 or 3 times a year. But I like to go a little more than that. So most of the time, she's not a Catholic, but she still goes to the Catholic church a lot. So my religion kind of takes precedent over hers, not so to say, but she's gotten more accustomed to my habits because we tend to go there more. She knows more about my religion because she attends the masses more. When I go to her masses, we go, like I said, 2, maybe 3 times a year, and I have no idea what they're doing. A lot of times they stand up there and they sing, they wave their hands. It's like, we don't do that in my church. We're usually quiet. So it's kind of a culture shock for me, like it was for her in the beginning, being quiet the whole time. When they were singing a homily or something, and she had her hand up like this, I was like, no, you don't do that. So it was a shock for her too. But now that we're 7 years in, we both know a little bit more about each other's religions. But that would be my one little example. So take a few more minutes with your partner. Fill out your map, because in a second I'm gonna call y'all out to come fill in my map up here. That you take a picture, scan it into Canvas. Another thing, guys, when we're taking pictures on Canvas, I don't want to embarrass anybody here, but I might do that later. Some of y'all are taking pictures and y'all are putting your paper right here. I'm getting nothing but your face and like half the page. As much as I love y'all, I don't want to see your face when I'm trying to read your paper. Some of y'all, I gotta leave them smiling like y'all are posing for the picture. I love y'all to death, but I need to grade your papers. I need to see your work that you're giving me so I can assess if you know the information or not. So please, I know it's easier to do on the laptops, but it's hard to see those as well. Please use your phones, whether if you ask me in class for permission real fast, or if you're at home, take a picture up close of it so I can actually see it. And some of y'all, I can't grade your stuff, and a lot of stuff that's missing, that's probably why, because I can't see it. So when your parents message me later today, why is my son or daughter failing, I'm just gonna say I need to see their work in a better fashion. Yours is due tomorrow, because you were gone last week. I'll take your binder tomorrow too. So please though, Unit 1, or technically Unit 2 stuff, Friday is the absolute deadline for all of them. If you need me to reopen something, you know my email, you know where my classroom is. Please, 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 get it all in.
Do I have, all the work that I'm sending in, do I have to send back an email or something that you know?
The Canvas will update me or notify me, whatever it is. I want the 5 oceans and the 7 continents. So what continent is that? What continent is that right there? Where do all the kangaroos live? They're in Australia. What are we talking about? Where's the Andes Mountains that we talked about a couple weeks ago? Yeah, no, but what continent are they in? South America. That's close, so that's good. Where do you live up top? Where are we? North America, yes. It's good, Chauncey.
I don't think they want to talk to you today.
Cedric, you got one?
I can go down to him this week.
So don't forget, there is a continent down there. Just write the word and draw an arrow. It's messed up when I was from my map. You can, I can make it. Even volunteers, look at you, buddy. I'm so proud.
And, Mr. B, he said on the right, like, make sure they right to where we.
But that's not
actually-
Asia.
Which one? That one right there? That's Europe.
Yeah.
It's Europe.
Alright.
EUR.
O-B-E, yeah.
Nigga, you was finna write Asia.
Make a list of what you need.
Nigga, China
And
is on the
give them
country
your-
of
Oh, hold on.
meatball head, nigga.
Hey,
He said he'll meet like.
don't repeat what he said. Yes, ma'am. Oh, you got
He
it.
feel played.
Dr. Jones. But I try to call it back.
He said everyone.
I don't know.
What he said.
I'm just gonna roll with that. Oh, our first ocean. Hey, Barack, how'd you do the eraser? Oh, no, I got it. So we got 3 more continents left and 4 more oceans.
I can go get out the DJ.
It's like the Antarctic. The Atlantic right here. And then this is the South, like Antarctic. That's not bad though. I get the confusion. Good job, guys. Yes, ma'am. Article. Good job. So I'm still missing 2 continents and 1 ocean. Huh?
He should just say it.
You know what's coming?
What ocean that is next to Australia? That's the Indian Ocean?
The Indian Ocean, yeah. This is technically the Pacific Ocean too, but you know, the globe wraps around and shorted over here. So if you can write it on either side, you're good. The Arctic Ocean, it's supposed to be ARCTIC.
Oh.
Good job, guys. Oh, we're still missing an ocean. What ocean goes right there?
Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic.
That's what I said in my first period. If you get confused about what ocean is right next to us, what's our capital for Georgia? Atlanta, Atlantic. Good job, guys. So, as we get later into the unit, there'll be a quiz. I'm gonna hand y'all a blank map, and I'm gonna expect y'all to label this.
What that one is at the bottom?
This one? Antarctica. So be prepared for that. I'm gonna surprise y'all with it and make sure we're paying attention. They have in Canvas a way you can do like hotspot maps. Mr. Bray's gonna teach me how to do that, so it should be through Canvas. It'll be a lot easier. I'll try to make a multiple choice for y'all. So these papers, when do they do?
Tomorrow.
These
You gotta
two,
do tomorrow.
vocab and this one, are due first thing in the morning.
Tomorrow.
As soon as y'all walk in my class, I want them on my desk. I should have all binders done. I will start taking redos and new grades tomorrow through Friday. So be prepared. I want all of those missing reports signed, turned back into me as well. I'm sending out notifications to your parents, letting them know who's failing and why they're failing today. And I want that signed. So please, please, please do your due diligence. Not to me, but to yourself to pass this class.